Hello. Hi, guys. Can you hear me? Is that all right? Hey, everybody. Make sure... Yeah, my mic was on, Threadist. I had to... Okay, good. Oh, yeah, I had to... we may have to do some adjusting, but I had to keep it on because I wasn't sure if... I don't know. I had to keep the mic on because I'm playing the music from my computer. And I didn't know. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I knew it was on and I was like... it was a hot mic. It was a hot mic. Hey, it's Castle Crips and L. Riggs and Padma. This is great. This is great. Christine, Bridgewater, and Bonnie. Hey, Bonnie. Myra. What's up, everybody? Shelly, hi. Yay, you get to watch live. This is awesome. And I'm in Chicago, which is great. It's so good to be here. I'm just really excited. Jill and Robin's Nest. And Joyous Fibers. Tawny. It's Tawny. It's not Tanny. I think I remember. The ah sound, right? SJ Pepper. What? SJ's in the house. This is great. It's really great. Pen Burrito. The burritos in the chat. Jay Dempster. Marianne. Terrific. Hey, Marianne. Ivy. And who else? Did I miss anybody? A Nun Maker. This is great. Candy corn. This is good. Is it my favorite candy? I like the candy pumpkins. So that's candy corn, yeah. Theodore, thank you for the music. Molly. All the friends. So let's see. SJ says, I'm trying to convince a brunette serger that's older than me to have nice tension. Please send all your tips. Oh man, you've rethreaded what feels like 7,000 times. I hope people were responding in the chat. I mean, the serger and, my mid-arm machine, which currently lives at my friend's house. I just had a hell of a time threading that thing. God, the bobbin killed me. Good. So Teacher Stitch and Susan, hey, Word and Bird Nerd, Days Toss, I'm so glad. So if I missed you, Miscellany, and everybody else, see ya in the chat. I hope I bip. Okay, so thanks for coming. And yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust a little bit, because we haven't done this yet in Chicago. It's good to be here. I'm sitting on my couch here at home. Took a shower. I slept great. So the jet lag, I don't know. I think maybe we're okay. I flew from London yesterday to Chicago. I'm having some little bit of ear trouble still. I think there's like water in my ear, and then the plane really hurt it. I think I better go to the doctor. It's been pretty weird, pretty painful. Like when I sort of go like this, it's like So I will. Anyway, fascinating, right? But I slept well, and I'm here, and you're here, and that's great. And it's Sunday Sewcial. I'm really into this. I'm like, I need it. It's perfect. So good luck on your projects. I am starting a new project. I'm gonna make a quilt for Ukraine, for a Ukrainian. There are 7 million people now that have left that country. I'm not gonna cry. I mean, oh my God. So I just think about like all those little shorties, I think about all the people who are taking those people in. Did you see the footage of the people at the airport in Berlin holding up the signs that said, room for 2 people, room for a family? Did you see that? So I'm thinking about those people and, how many blankets they may have at home. They may not have enough for a family. And and just people just needing a quilt, you know. So yeah, the Berlin stuff. Yeah, it was, I mean, yeah, same, Stephanie. So, you know, I think about how many blankets we have here. Well, we have a few because of the quilts, but I mean, you know, not everybody does. They weren't expecting to take in a family of 5, you know what I mean? So I don't know where the quilt will go, but it's just like, what can we do? I mean, I've donated whatever I can to UNICEF, and then I haven't donated to the Pat Sloan thing yet, but I did. Oh yeah, the food, Jose Andres' thing. Anyway, but you know, we make quilts, so you know, let's make some. Or I'm gonna make one. And yeah, all the problems seem small. You know, SJ, that's a good idea. I don't know, and that's the thing. It's like I'm gonna make it and then figure out where to send it, because you know, you want it to actually get to somebody. I don't know. Maybe one of y'all can find something. World Central Kitchen. Okay, cool. Yeah, Robin's Nest. I know it's really hard. So so here's what I'm gonna do. I want to, you know, I love words on quilts, you know. So, and I love Applique right now, and my sewing machine is, I gotta get it serviced. It's in trouble. I think if I use it, I'll hurt it more. You know, it needs to be cleaned. You know, so I'm gonna do words on quilts, and I was like, you know, what am I gonna say? And so I looked up the motto of Ukraine, and I made sure, like, you know, what's the American motto? Is that what we call it? It's not a slogan, right? It's a motto, and it's "In God We Trust," right? So then I looked up the Ukrainian motto, and I had to be careful because there was one thing that some Ukrainians have said. Oh, great! There's great suggestions in this chat. Hey, Faith. Yeah, everything you all are saying, like, same. Wow, Bonnie. I hope that your people are good. I mean, are gonna get to where they need to go. For the Afghan refugees, we're working with, great, Marianne, working with a local charity that will give them to families moving into their new homes so they don't have to send them anywhere or have more stuff to pack and take with them. Just a thought. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I was talking to my cabbie from Pakistan, you know, yesterday. I realized I hadn't, like, talked to a cabbie in a while because, you know, people are always looking at their phones, or I'm taking a flight really early, you know, and it's like, oh, I don't want to talk. But I just didn't look at my phone and just talked to this taxi driver yesterday. And, you know, there's refugee crises all over the world, and this is just making me think about a lot of stuff, you know, like all of you. So anyway, so I had to be careful because there's a Ukrainian, you know, saying that was used by, like, fascists, you know, like, we will kill our enemies and let them die in the sun or something like that, you know. So I made sure to get the right thing, the current thing, and I'm going to share my screen because I found something that for sure is correct. Is this right? Yeah. Okay, I think this will get us where we need to go. Yeah. Let's see, hang on. What's up with that? Hang on. Oh, hang on. Sorry, this is like a whole new scene, you know what I mean? And, well, it's a whole... Yeah, I know, the music is getting suspenseful. So, anyway, God, sorry. Okay, I just want to do this. I want to do this. You know, remember, Sunday Sewcial is just like chill time. Okay. So I don't know where it is that I need to go to share my screen, but I'll just tell you this much. I found I found a website. Here's the link in case you can do it. It's a bike company that's made like a special bike for to raise money, and they've got the current, the proper Ukrainian slogan, the proper Ukrainian logo, motto on this bike. And it's brand new. I mean, it's brand new. It's a beautiful bike, and it's, blue and yellow, and 100% of the proceeds of this special bike, it's like a real fancy, bike place. 100% of the proceeds will be donated to the people of Ukraine, and it was March 3rd, 2022. So, hey Val. So the current, motto of Ukraine is, hang on. Glory to Ukraine, glory to the heroes, which I think is pretty good. So I'll cut and paste it into the chat. So obviously I'm gonna put it in Ukrainian. So that's glory to Ukraine, glory to the heroes. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'll put the translation in there too. So, okay, wait a second. So Val says, wow, donating your late husband's shoes and shirts. I hope they get to safety. So yeah, so here's what I did. So I cut and pasted the Ukrainian into a Google Doc. I'm sure that there's other ways to do this, but I think this makes sense. So I, cut and pasted the Ukrainian characters into Google Docs, and this may be backwards for you. I've got these two cameras set up, So, so I cut these, put these into Google Docs, and then I cut out, I just eyeballed it. That I don't. I'm not making a show quilt. I want to make this quilt as quickly as I can. I like quilts that are imperfect because obviously life is that way. And so I did, I just cut it out by hand. I will trim the seam allowance, around it, because it's just way too big for needle turned applique. I just don't want that much extra around the letter. And so I traced it, this is, so it's going to be, it's backward, right? I traced it on the wrong side of the fabric, right? So I'm going to cut it out and then stitch it down. Do I have my, I got to grab my, hang on. Here's my backing. Here, and I'll show you my fabric choices. I don't know exactly yet what it'll all, I'm gonna cull some of these colors, but I'm not gonna do it. I completely support a blue and yellow quilt 1000%, but I think, and I'll put blue and yellow in it, of course, and that'll be intentional, and maybe like a border, or maybe, in blue and yellow, I don't know. But to me, like, I think for myself, I think I would want a really cozy, cozy quilt that would just, I don't know. Sometimes red and white quilts, to me, like, I love them, of course, they're great, but a patriotic quilt sometimes feels so specific that I'm not as drawn to them as maybe just like a scrap quilt, for me. I'm sure, and I may be wrong, the Ukrainian colors might be the way the way to go. But this is, I'm just making this choice. And so I pulled, I mean, obviously, there's going to be blue and yellow and, and all of this, but there's also going to be, I've got and like I said, I'll make some design choices to, a special stitch to accent the letters. It's a good idea, Mother Nature. It's a good idea. I don't know. Just kind of jumping in, but some red, So, but I've got some neutrals. I don't know. Some neutrals. I've got a little green. I don't know if the green will go. Here's some neutral gray, and then white. So anyway, yeah, exactly. Yeah, making a quilt is a good way to avoid doom scrolling for sure. Yeah, I mean, it really is. And sewing together like this, I mean, I'm so glad to be here. I thought, when the stream went down on Thursday and Friday just sounded like a bad idea, the contingency plan to do this today, I think. Good. So, sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked. So I'm going to cut out, so I've got all my letters, and I mean, these will be really kind of fun to play with, Got a lot more paper here than I needed. I'm going to have to work with that one a little bit, and make sure I have the letters in the right order, the characters. Oh God. I'll have all of you double check that for me. Yeah. Before I quilt it, So let me just cut this thing out. And I cut my squares. So it's just going to be letters on squares. And, high contrast so you can, oh, thanks, Faith. I went to QuiltCon and I saw all these brilliant quilts and I was like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But this one seems right. It seems straightforward and it's something I really want to work on too, which, that's important. You gotta want to work on a thing or you won't do it. So I cut, excuse me, 8.5. My block's 8.5. There will be 8.5. So finish 8. And what I'm going to do with this too, I could sketch this out, but I need to make the letters no matter what. So, thanks. Thanks, Marianne. Okay, we'll not ask Marianne to do that, to proofread. Hey, Nosda. And I'm going to do it in a way that will be, where's my pen? Hang on. Obviously, I'm kind of just still getting settled here. Darcy Alexis sometimes pops into this show. And Darcy Alexis was so smart when she made a quilt for the Women's March. Women's Rights or Human Rights was her quilt. And she made it, it was a rectangular, well, let me put it this way. She did, I'll do it the way I'm going to do my blocks, She did it, she oriented it so that when it was wrapped around a person, you could read the words, so it wasn't, she didn't orient it, like this. She oriented the letters like that. And that's what I want to do. I want to have, excuse me, this is going to be, terrible. Like that. God, sorry. Got a lot of this like post-nasal drip, whatever. So that when the person wraps it around themselves. Think of this little pincushion as a person. You can read the word. You can read the words. Like that. So that's the plan. And I'm gonna make a sample. Well, hopefully this will be the first block of the quilt. But before I cut out all my squares, before I do all my letters, I'm gonna try one, Hey, thanks for subscribing with Prime, so on. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you so much. I should get my alert box. I want to make sure it shows up. Whenever I set it, this thing is, it's awesome. This is an amazing program to use. But anytime you set up like a new setup, it's called a scene, and you have to arrange things in a particular way. Okay. These are fabric scissors, but they're not really what I need. Sorry. Isn't this the way you are in your studio? Right? Oh, good. Let me see here. Yeah. All right, and I'm getting something else. I'm still here. I'm here. Sorry, I had to get water. Remember, chill. The chill. Not telling you to chill. I'm just saying this is a chill thing. It's chill. Thanks, Viv, for subscribing. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's great. Thank you to all my subscribers. It's extremely encouraging, and it helps. It helps get stuff that I need for the show and all of that, and it's really encouraging. And you get perks too. An ad-free experience, access to the Discord, which is super fun, and as soon as I've got a logo, merch. And at the $9.99 level, you get a personal postcard from me, a vintage quilt postcard. I have a huge stack of them over there, and other stuff like merch, welcome gift. The people who have subscribed at $9.99 without this merch pack, because it can't exist without a logo, first things first. But I appreciate that a lot. That support is amazing. And you shall be rewarded for your faith. You will be. There's no show without you guys, all of you. And you never have to subscribe, and you don't have to do any of that. And this show is always free to watch live. Always. And the subscribers get to watch the replay of the show immediately on Twitch. And for the non-subscribers, it just takes, I put them up a week later, and I got to catch up on all the episodes. Travel and just I'm QuiltCon, but it's time to really double down and do some stuff here. Anyway. Okay. Hey, Dazed Hoss. Dazed Hoss did a gift sub. That's so cool, to Alistrina B. That's so nice. I appreciate you. That's great. Do you hear the quilt church music? I think with the music on, it's probably a bad idea to try to play sound effects too. Except for SJ Pepper's siren. Probably do that. SW Firefly, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you. You subscribed for 6 months. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, really do. Well, it's my pleasure. We're quilt nerds, man. We got to stick together. And the hype train, oh, the hype train's really close. And oh, I meant to say last night, I learned what a hype train is. It's just fun. It's just fun, and it's a way you show your support for the content creator that you like, the live streamer that you like. So we're 78% to a hype train, and it would be really fun to have one today on a Sunday Social. So you could subscribe or give a gift subscription or cheer, use bits to cheer. Maybe we'll make it. Get the hype train going. Thanks, Dazed Hoss. Thank you to my mods too. Appreciate it. I love this thing. You know, this little project we've got. It's pretty great. I mean Quilt Nerd. And hopefully I'll love this project too. If you just joined us, I'm doing a quilt for Ukraine. It's, I don't know where I'm going to send it yet. We're going to figure that out. There's been really good... Hey, we did it! We did a hype train. Level 2 complete. Woo! Thanks. Thanks a lot. That's great. So, yeah, I don't know where I'm sending it yet, but it's gonna have the Ukrainian motto on it. Glory to Ukraine, glory to the heroes. And I also made sure I went to Quora and, you know, just checked. There was a Ukrainian woman who said, yeah, that this was something that people say. And I believe it's part of the anthem. I don't know. Anyway, this has been fact checked. Oh my God, level 3 hype train? It could happen. Faith gifted a sub to Beverly's Butter. What an amazing name, Beverly's Butter. What is this butter, Beverly? Is it like honey butter, truffle butter? Let me see. Oh crap! I cut this out. Is the poll going for QuiltCon? Yes, the poll is going for, the QuiltCon poll will be up on Tuesday. And the schedule, everything, it's all happening. Maybe I am a little bit jet lagged because I'm like, so there's a poll going. I have until March 15th to, hey, we did it, another hype train. God, okay, that's great. Thank you. So Jupiter's Nest gifted a sub. You've gifted 6 subs total. That's amazing. You gave one to Stitch and Deb and Nerdy Janice, and Pem gave one to Christopher English. Chris English, how's it going? God, 72%. I love this. Okay, bye, Kitty Hannah. So I have to March 15th to pitch ideas to QuiltCon 2023, and there's a poll going that will go on. We did a little bit of it last week. I had it up one day, but it just was so unattractive looking that I just took it down until I can make it a little more readable and all of that. But the ideas for the lectures that I want to, it's a poll about what lecture or lectures I should pitch for QuiltCon 2023. If I remember right, Chris English is here. Men in quilting, which would be me speaking to a lot of men who make quilts, and not just my opinion on men in quilting, but that could be interesting, controversial. Maybe not next year. Had a bit of that this year. Sustainability or ethics. Sorry, it's like ethics in quilt making in the 21st century. By which I mean environmental impact, judging that, making decisions about that personally, the inclusivity issue, the we have an inclusivity problem, many people would say, where it's some people don't feel welcome in the community, or don't see themselves, in guilds sometimes for whatever reason. So those kinds of things, ethics, right? And then, what else was there, you guys? Another hype train. Faith Quilts gifted a sub to Flora and Thread. Another great name. Everybody's got great names. And Threadist gifted to Ladylike Geek. Everybody, welcome. I see some new names in here. Ladylike Geek and Beverly's Butter. I was chatting. I don't know if you answered that question about your butter, and you don't have to. You can, and everybody, you can lurk if you're lurking. That's fantastic. Lurk, please. And Thread is subscribed. And Raffle is here. Hello. Jupiter's Nest. You're like, the people are cheerleading. It's great. So there's a couple ideas for these lectures, and there's a poll, and so I'll have the poll back up on Tuesday's show, and the schedule and things. I'm working out exactly when the show will be. Tuesday nights 7 p.m. Central, Thursdays 11 a.m. Central, because then people who are in different time zones can watch, hopefully. And Saturday night 8 p.m. Central. Is that what we did? That's what we did while I was here last time, right? 8 p.m. on Saturdays. Hey, Liz. NDH. No, I need to call my mom. I definitely need to call my mom. Maybe she's here. Maybe she'll join us. Okay. So I need to do my seam allowance. See, now that I cut out my C, it's a little harder to draw on. You know, I could be stabilizing these things and like doing all kinds of smart things, but I'm not. Okay, hang on. I mean, maybe I'll just wing it, you know? Marking. I don't need no stinking marking. Yeah, whatever. So now what I'm going to do, here's my C. Let me pin it just a little bit. I mean, and if you've seen Sunday Sewcial before, I think we've done 2 of them before, so this is the 3rd one. Faith, thank you for gifting me subs. It's so awesome. Polly, welcome to the Quilt Nerd show. We're doing a Sunday Sewcial. It's different than the regular show. Most of the time, we just nerd out on quilt culture and history. So you should join us for that. But this is just chilling out and sewing together on a Sunday. Faith, thank you so much, and welcome to Sour Cream Light. That's a great name. Good. Thanks, everybody. Raffle Waffle. Mary, do you want to change your stream category to makers and crafting? That is wise. I want to get this sun. What is going on here? You know, the sun keeps going in and out. Hang on. Sorry. Close the shutters a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I should do that. Absolutely. I don't know if I can do it midstream. Let me see if I can. Can I do that? Oh, edit stream info. Well, that was easy. Okay. Yeah. Whew. Look at that. I'm going to do it right now. Thank you, Raffle Waffle. Another hype train. You guys. It's fantastic. Faith, you are on fire. Quilting Time, Terry Meg. Hey, y'all. It's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. Samantha Saturday, JSOC. Eric Wolfmeyer. I got your gift. Thank you so much. Amazing. Thank you so much. It came in the mail. I was gone to QuiltCon and I missed it. Eric could have brought it to me, but he was, anyway. Thank you. That was so cool. Eric sent me some gift cards and, some note cards, and I just really appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. A level 5 hype train emote. Oh my god. We got a new emote because of the hype train thing. I really am gonna get it together. I'm not getting any sewing done because I guess I wasn't as prepared as I thought. Okay. Sorry. You know, we jump around, I guess. I guess we do. All right, so pin my C down. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna, for people who just came in, this is what I'm gonna spell on the quilt. That's not what I'm gonna spell on the quilt, the choo choo hype. I'm not, I don't know what that is. I think that was the, something about the emote. So I'm gonna put this, those Ukrainian characters, spell the Ukrainian motto, which is this: glory to Ukraine, glory to the heroes. And I don't know where I'm sending it yet, but we're gonna find out where to go. So let's see if this works. Like the block size, I cut an 8.5 inch background fabric, so it'll finish 8 inches when it's all sewn together. And I printed out all these letters to make the template from. So we're going for it. You're right, you're distracting me. You're distracting me with all the support. Pin my C down. Could be get your groove on for quilt nerds. I like it. We came up with some other saying yesterday. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, oh yeah, this is not a demo. If you've seen the show before, the Sunday Sewcial, I'm not like teaching you. I don't teach anymore. I don't want to. So now that I've done that, I'm gonna cut around. I'm gonna make little snips in the, oh, I've got a detail cam, I forgot about that. I'm gonna make little snips around the C. Just really tiny little nips. Because as I go around with my needle and turn the edges under, little snips around the edge allow you to do that if you're working on a curve. And on straight lines too, I make some nips. Yeah. A Ukrainian consulate in Chicago. That's so brilliant. Faint applause back there, but applause indeed. That is a great idea, Bridgewater. That is a brilliant idea. Okay. So while I'm doing this, I'm gonna probably miss some things in the chat because I gotta get sewing. So I gotta do this first. Oh man, Nosta Quilts, you gotta do what you gotta do. Thanks for coming. See, I looked up and I nipped in the wrong place. So I'm gonna do this first. I have a detail cam so you can see what I'm doing. A little bit. I'm just going around and making little snips on the outside of this thing. I think Marianne, you said earlier, and it bears repeating, you know, sewing, making something is a good way to keep from doom scrolling, you know, on our phones or just staying glued to the TV because you need to look at what you're doing, you know, and so you can certainly listen to the news and I know I do, but taking a break from that is, you know, it's important. It's really, I think it's important. And if you're doing this, you know, you can sorry, I'm just thinking about how to do this edge. I'm gonna wait. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, you can focus on something, you know, making something, which is like, you know, being productive is good. and you're making a quilt for somebody else. If you're doing that, you know, what I'm doing, that feels like something, you know, doing something, you know. Yeah, mindfulness. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. All right. Gotta do the inside too, right? Yeah, amazing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So let me think about this. I'm thinking maybe I should do the center first, you know, the inside of the C first. Because the fabric will probably, you know, scooch out a little bit, just because, you know, if you were like a master appliquer, it wouldn't, but I'm not. So I'm thinking, what do you think? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to do the center first? Stitch that down first? Yeah, Miss Eleni? I don't know if I think you're talking to me, but maybe not. I don't know. Yeah? Center of the C first. Yeah, less puckering. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Everybody who just came in, welcome. We're just hanging out. We're sewing. Okay, is this straight? Is it straight? I think it could be a little straighter. I mean, I'm not too picky, but you know, I can stitch the letter down straight. I mean, that's not so being picky. That's just kind of being like, you know. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Hey, Dee Marie. Hi. Center is a bit gnarly. Use Elmer's glue. That's interesting. To stick it down a little. You talking to me? Yeah, Dee Marie, are you talking to me? You talking to me? Yeah. Hey, the quilty episode. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Joyous fibers. I agree. Or a little Spitfire. I'm mysteriously good at applique. I use a few little drops of washable glue to anchor the motif. Everybody is saying this glue. Okay, cool. Yeah. Maybe I can get this beam of light to go away. Okay, cool. I'm gonna grab some Elmer's glue. Where do I have that? Okay, I think I know where my Elmer's glue is. I'm sorry. So I think I'll go grab it. I mean, this is a small apartment. It's not far. I don't need to go up to like the 3rd floor or the basement, you know, to get it. But I'm not going to put the Be Right Back screen on. I know what to do. This will be great. Watch this. I don't want to put the Be Right Back screen on because, you know, we've got the jazz going. Hang on. We got the jazz going and it's fun. So, what I'll do instead is this. You know? Look at that. Here you go. All right, hang on. Look at that. Wow. I keep a pretty organized craft drawer, obviously. That went well. Let's see. Sewing machine. Set up for, oh, your husband's quilt. You got to sew. Prairie Susie, did you just come in? It's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. And you should 1000%. So, right now. Okay. So a little glue basting of this, of just the center. I mean, for now, right? Just a few dots on the back. Is that what you're saying? Oh yeah, Roxanne's, yeah. Yeah, the Roxanne's glue. It's got that tiny little spigot, right? Yeah. You know what I could do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the head of this pin and put a little glue on it and then dot it. What do you think about that? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Raffle. If I start chatting random emojis, it's because my 4-year-old has taken over. That is very sweet. Head of a pen, excellent. Okay, if Dee Marie says it's good, it's good. So I'm gonna do that. That's great. I should definitely, anytime I'm gonna make anything, do it live so I can have help. Yeah, freezer paper. My mom always has freezer paper around. I really need. Does my mom even know I'm home? I don't know, y'all. Hope I'm not putting too much. It's fine. I think it's gonna be fine. That's cool, Myra. Okay. Molly. Okay. Use a toothpick, yeah. Now that works too. Okay, now I gotta be really careful here. No, stray thread, no. Liz Porter said the key to, sewing accurately is to get your tongue in the right place. I probably say that all the time. Oh yeah, this is great. This is great. I can see that the glue is really gonna be good. My C is like slightly. It's fine. Yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah. Oh boy. Now I get to have a needle and thread in my hand. That's good. Okay. It's fine. Thank you, Mother Nature. It is fine. That's great. Yeah, no, not only do I get tips, I get encouragement. All right. By the way, if you're watching, this is not a demo. This is just hanging out and sewing. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way. Paper, scissors for paper, scissors for fabric. And never the two shall mix. Never the two shall mix. All right. Thread. Do I have any? Yeah, I do. I left my sewing notions, my London sewing notions in London. I forgot to pack them. That's all right. I want some red thread because if I color outside the lines a little bit, it'll fade into the red background. My C has personality. I'm gonna grab red thread. I mean, that's what you would do, right? Because if I use white thread and I go outside the lines, you'll see it. Not that it matters that much, but these little things, like, I'm not a detail person, but like I said, there's a limit to what I'll do and what I won't. All right, let's see. Is this where my thread is? Yes. Okay. I also grabbed my lipstick because I look a little dead. I mean, I look a little pale. I mean, it does brighten things up a little bit. Okay, look, there's red thread now. No, you'd use white. You'd use red underneath. Yeah. Well, let's, you know what? This is the sample block. This is the sample. I think it's fine. It's a sample. Everything could change in a second. Aurifil 50. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I think that's okay. Okay, now I need to get organized. Now I need to, like, clean things up a little bit. 50 weight, yeah, I think it's gonna be the right thing to do. Okay. I look like I'm getting ready to do surgery or something. Okay. Let's... No, I don't like that. Okay. Yeah, I just can't. I don't know. Things are just a little spread out here. I mean, a little bit wonky. You know, I like to have things kind of tidy before I sit down and, you know, sew something. I want to be comfortable, you know, and when things are a little wild, I don't feel that way. I'm gonna stack this fabric. I love the fabric that I have. I don't have that much of it, but I like what I've got. I got rid of the things I didn't want, you know? I didn't want, you know, a huge stack of fabric. I don't have anywhere to put it anyway. Okay. That's stacked. What's this? I'm gonna stack my letters. And when I start stitching, I'll get the detail cam, you know, situated a little bit. See, now I have this like this. I've got my glue. I want to close my glue. I'm going to put this. I'm going to make a little stack. My marker. Yes. What if, well, I'm sure there are Twitch channels and YouTube channels where people are just cleaning up, like some ASMR thing or something, you know? Okay. No, I'm going to put my good scissors back in the box. Binding is your favorite part? Okay. Turning the binding, I love. Putting the binding on, I will beg, borrow, and steal to get somebody to stitch it down. I've never been able to do it. It's always wrong. One time I actually watched the Quilty video on it. I think Ebony Love was on that show, who knows how to do everything. And I watched it to see how she did it. Isn't that pathetic? I miss Ebony. We haven't hung out in a long time. Okay, so I'll call her. You know, I'll call her. Let us see. Here's that. That's good. Pen. Great. Hair tie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, hand binding is wonderful. Very relaxing. I agree. Okay, got my little pen cup. Mm-hmm. This is bothering me a great deal. It's time to go. My mom says it's like if you have a tidy space, you want to sit there and, you know, and be creative. You want to like hang out and do your thing. If things are sort of chaotic, unless you thrive in chaos, that's totally cool. It might be your thing, but you know, I want to sit here and sew a while, so I want the environment to be sane. Okay. I'm making a quilt for Ukraine if you just came in. For a Ukrainian. It's gonna have their motto on it in letters in Ukrainian. And it's time to start stitching this down. I think I'm happy. I think I'm good. Lipstick. Oh, I've got cold coffee in here. It's really strong. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for bearing with me here. All right. You're like, okay, well, no, that's what this is about. If you've never seen Quilt Nerd, then this is a different format, but it's a really nice format, I think. Okay, I'm a little bit further away now from you all. Can I scoot this forward? Yeah, I can. Okay. I just have like a lap desk. You appreciate the authenticity. That's good. I mean, you know, it's one thing that is true. I'm pretty, I don't know, vulnerable, I guess. Okay. If anybody, you know, says something specific to me and I miss it, just ask again, you know, because I might miss it. I need a different needle. You know, if I had like a studio, who in the chat has a studio? You don't have to say. Put a one in the chat if you have a dedicated sewing studio. I wish that I did. It's a goal. It's for sure a goal. Because then you don't have to do this, you know? But that's okay. I know where everything is, you know? You have a room. Susan's got a room. Needle pack. Jill's got one. Tanya's got one. Mary Ann's got one. Oh, I love it. So in one room, the other room's a closet, Marie. It's good. For fabric. Corner and a table. I mean, it's a zone. It's definitely a zone, and a zone is great. Okay, those are Sashiko-ish needles. Those are like quilting needles. Well, I think this one. A little thick. Hang on. I don't know the numbers on these needles. I've got John James gold quilting needles. That's not what I want. I think, I mean, I don't want it to be too thick, but I don't want it to be too thin either. I think I've got something. Oh, that's so great. Raffle's taken over the board game table. That's great. I bet it's like the perfect size. Okay. I think, so I've got these. I think this is what I think this is good. I mean, I might have a better, there might be a better size, but I don't have one. I mean, I think this will be good. Because I've got some other ones that are sort of longer and thicker, but those don't seem like, doesn't seem like what I want. Yeah, I'm into this. Yeah. It's like picking a pool cue, you know? It's like, all right. I was gonna put it in my mouth. No. What have been your injuries? You know, any bad rotary cutting things? I did one. I did a decent one, you know, on the index or the middle finger. Decent, you know, rotary cutting mishap. I poke my finger all the time, but that doesn't count. Any burns? You know, if you're not a quilt person, you don't realize this is very dangerous. People have their setup. I love that. Wait a minute. Hey, Brendan. I hope you've got some sewing to do, or something to do, anything to do. I'm working on a quilt for Ukraine, and did I just lose the needle I so carefully picked? No, it's this one. Yeah, so, okay. Hey, Mom. Oh, that's so great. Well, you know, Mom, did Eric tell you that I was coming home? very much earlier than I was going to. I know we need to talk. Just to catch up. It was going to happen last Sunday, and it didn't. I don't know why, but it was a good reason. I'm not sure why. I love you so much. And if you can catch any of it, you know, that's good. The internet, so Mom's up at the place in Wisconsin, the lake place that we have. And yeah, the internet up there, boy, I could never do the show from there, which is too bad. It's really too bad, but it would. It's an island in Door County, so the internet is not good. Oh, shit, what'd I do? Oh, you know, Dee Marie, you told me not to lick the thread. I remember that. That was such a good tip. I think it was the first Sunday Social. Dee Marie was like, don't lick the thread because it makes the fibers in the thread expand. And it makes the thread bigger, not like thinner, you know? So it actually is counterproductive. It does not help you thread your needle. Why is that doing that? What's going on? Oh. It's fine. It's fine. I just didn't pull it long enough. Okay. Okay. Oh, Mom. Yes, Mom. Talk to people. Talk to the people while I get something done here. I don't think I want that on yet. We'll see. Okay, I'm stitching down the center of the C first. Oh, I know what I can do to get this a little bit closer. Let me see. Interesting. I think that'll work. Whoop. I mean, not that you're really seeing a lot of it, but it's the thought that counts, right? And putting this little red border around it, to me, makes it easier to see, you know? I learned that just today, how to do that. Mom, you'll be happy to know I took time to tidy up my space. Not because, you know, I did it because I wanted to do it. All right, so I'm going to come through here. Mom, you should tell people about your novel. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, sometimes you can take, like, some oil or, like, grease from your nose. I mean, gross, but, like, and then make the end of the thread a little, you know, a little slicker. I missed a snip. Oh, hey, thanks for subscribing with Prime and Unmaker. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's so good to be home, Mom. I mean, phew. Okay. You know what I could do? Like next time we get together and I'm working on this, I could figure out how to like put a little sketch of what I'm working on the screen. You know, that could be cool. I think that would be good, actually. Just so people know what's happening, you know? I think that's a good idea, don't you? Yeah. Hey, Bip. Bip asked Mom what her novel's about. Yeah. Oh. That's cool. Mom. Is that Mom? Yeah. Okay. My mom said the mola is the native needlework of women in Panama. That's right. Marty Michelle told me when she went there, the women used sweat from the tip of their nose to finger press the edge of the fabric. Whoa, that's amazing. The mola is a type of reverse applique. Yes. Oh my god, we should talk about molas on Quilt Nerd. Obviously. Okay. Mom, I think Eric Wolfmeyer, I think, is in the chat. Someone gifted a subscription to him. So I think it means he's here, right? He sent me a beautiful note and a gift. It's amazing. You know, to like give me support for QuiltCon because he knew I was nervous about everything. Oh, I did not tell you the other thing. I shared that news about the gig that looks like it's going to materialize. Oh, I just had deja vu. And, but I spoke to someone from a major news outlet about the whole quilt clothes thing. And again, like I won't say much simply because, you know, what if the article never comes out and I don't have, you know, I would never share information like that. Never. But I did talk to her. She interviewed me about the whole thing. It was a very interesting conversation and we're in discussion now. So I'm sending her some info and some sources that she might want to talk to. And I'll show you kind of what I'm doing once I get some more stitched down. Myra, you took a class with Marty Michelle yesterday? Hold on. Mom mentions Marty Michelle. I mean, not that her name would not, you know, it's not that crazy that her name would come up. But Myra took a class with her yesterday, and you talked about Marty Michelle on the show? Happens every time. Every show. I think that level's good. Yeah. Okay. Myra, you got to, Mom, you have to tell what your novel's about. But I know the internet is dicey, and maybe you're working on the description. Interesting. Maybe I do need a longer needle. I think I do. No, I'll make do with this, but yeah, okay, cool. The glue basting? Brilliant. Oh my gosh, I can tell it's helping so much. Oh yeah, so great. Oh, so I don't know yet. Days toss. I don't know yet how that works. The little thimbles. Myra asked long ago. I believe it was Myra. That's on the list. What does it mean? You know? I don't know yet. I made the thing. You know, I made the little thimble icon, but I don't know yet what it does. I figured out what the hype train is. You know, and bits. Bits are just for cheering. They're for saying, yay. And I think you can use bits to highlight your message too, which I think it will matter more, you know, when there's like a lot more people in here, you know, because if there's like, I don't know, like 100 people in a chat, your chat can, you know, the chat goes quicker and maybe I wouldn't see everything, and so you can highlight your message and it makes it easier for, it stands out, you know. Beastly Richard, I think I said hi to you. I think I saw you come in. No, I didn't. Who came in? Kenny came in. But you're here now. Richard, hi. Yeah. This is looking good, I think. I think I'm gonna switch my needle though. I think this is a little short. It's making it kind of difficult. Okay. Needle pack. Richard, are you working on anything today? Probably something cool. This music is like, in the jazz playlist I've got, there's a little bit of a adult contemporary vibe to some of the music, some of the tunes. It's kind of fun. Very 1980s rom-com montage. I'm into it. Hey, Dee Dee. Okay, good. I love music too. Mary, my mother says, when I was packing to come to Wee Wee. Oh, sorry. Wee Wee. So we've been going to Washington Island, Wisconsin, our whole lives, my sisters and I. And Washington Island is the island just off the tip of the peninsula, the Green Bay Peninsula in Wisconsin. And we didn't have a place there for most of our lives. We would rent a little place every summer for a couple weeks, and Mom would be teaching at Seavers, which is the fiber arts school. So she would, I mean, it was amazing. Single mom, you're awesome. She would teach at Seavers to basically be able to afford to get a place for us to have this vacation. And it was so awful. She would come home from teaching and like the kitchen would be a disaster. Mom, I'm so sorry. We were shiftless and lazy. We were also on vacation, but you weren't, you know? Anyway, so finally, I mean, how long has it been now, Mom? Threadis went to Washington Island. It's amazing. It's an amazing place. Wisconsin is an interesting state. Anyway, but Washington Island's great. So yeah, when did, we've had the cottage about 12 years now. I knew it was at least a decade. Pam, you get it. So, so 12 years ago, Mom and Mark bought a little place, you know, the cottage. We call it Sunrise Cottage because it's on the east side of the island. Everybody loves the west side of the island because the sunsets are so beautiful, but we're like morning people in my family, so we like the sunrise. So it's Sunrise Cottage right there on the water. It's so beautiful. And because it's Washington Island, W-I, and it's in Wisconsin, which is also W-I, I was the one who said, Wee Wee. We should call it Wee Wee. So we call it Wee Wee. We're going to Wee Wee. Who's going to Wee Wee? And I also said, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny, Mom, don't you think? That we were, oh wow, L. Riggs moved back to Texas after 7 years in Wisconsin. That's awesome. So you've been to Washington Island probably, yeah? The cottage had been purchased and we went out to the lakefront, you know, and we brought a bottle of Prosecco or something. And we like toasted, you know, with this glasses of Prosecco, and I was like, are we the Kennedys? I thought that was pretty fun. Yes, oui, oui is yes, yes in French. It's true. I gotta sew. Man. You were around Green Bay, Oshkosh. Yep. Yeah, we drive through Green Bay every time we go up there. I need to go to Wee Wee, and now I can because I'm back home. All right, I've got a bigger needle, and I think this is gonna be better for turning under the C. I need to get a little bit. I think red thread was the right choice. I think I need to get back into the, you know, my first stitches are not my best, but, I don't know, I think this needle is too thick. Yeah, this music is very Kathleen Turner in a rom-com, you know? Or like just like a, you know, a 1980s love story movie. I hate this needle, it's terrible. Sorry. One day we'll find it, just like Kathleen Turner will find her love in a 1980s romance. It's Muzak! Oh yeah! You're right, it's totally Muzak. It totally is. I think what this means is I need some new needles. I need to... Oh, I need to tell you. Y'all may be talking about Wisconsin still, but... Okay, I may have found the winner. Ooh. Yeah, I think I found it. Yeah, Horrid Little Spitfire, totally. Yeah, and I mean, that's what this is about, right? It's like, what needle is working for me? See, it's got to be long enough, but it can't be thick. That longer needle was too thick. That was not my jam. Mom, what needle do you use, or would you use for applique, for needle turned applique? Oh yeah, the cheese and beer, Richard. All right. Is this Christmas? No, we're not doing Christmas. That was O Come All Ye Faithful in the jazz mix. Milliner's needles 10 or 11 for applique. Yeah, regular applique, Mom. The map quilts and foreclosure quilts, totally. Yeah, and you redeemed 5,000 Nerd Now thimbles to highlight your message. This is very exciting. So you can redeem the yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they're for, right? I'm going to explain everything one day. Weather on the 8s. You're awful. This music has a certain weather on the 8s vibe. Yes, it does. It's perfect. GoldenEye 9 applique sharps. Oh, cool. That's cool. Rusty Cat, hi. Have you been here? Maybe. Maybe you're busy actually sewing, unlike me. All right. See, I'm trying to make it perfect. I do not need to do that. But I do know what I need to do for my stitch to make my stitch look a little bit better. Dee Dee Brew Crew, It's Okay and I are starting our 100-day creative challenge today. That's so cool. So, do you all know that Dee Dee Brew Crew and It's Okay are sisters? Did you know that? It's true. It's true. I met them at QuiltCon. They are delightful people. Probably does not come as a surprise. You know, one thing I think I did, I think I got my glue a little too close to my edge. I mean, I had never done that before. Well, I don't think so. It had been a long time. So I learned that. I need to do it a little bit further away. I mean, I obviously didn't do it right at the edge, but I'm running into that glue just a little bit. That's cool. I got this. Interesting. Okay, cool. See, I'm learning things as I go. That's the deal. Oh, I was going to tell you. Yeah. So has anybody seen the, is it Making Anna? No, on Netflix, the Shonda Rhimes joint. She didn't direct it, but she produced it. The Making of Anna. It is so good. I binged it starting just before I left London, like while I was packing. You guys, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, Dee Marie, I'll get the chance. I mean, I'll get the thing. Inventing Anna. Yeah, Inventing Anna. So I remember, so it's about this girl, Anna, who, well, I mean, I think that they did a brilliant job with that story. Years ago, I remember the article in New York Magazine about her. Oh yeah, she's so great. I love watching her, that actress. She's so great. She was in Ozark, and she's been in a few things now. She's so good. I love her too. And I remember the article that came out in New York Magazine about this girl, Anna Delvey, who, you know, defrauded, like worked her way up from like an absolute nobody, you could say, just a sort of an unknown in New York City. She came to town and I mean, was suddenly, over the course of a very short time, was in the highest like echelons of the art world and the financial. She was, people call her a con artist because she was absolutely without a dime to her name and convinced people to loan her money with like, it's just amazing. And it's a true story. And I remember when it came out, I think I was living in New York when it came out, and it was a fascinating story. I mean, if you were looking at, sort of entertainment news and stuff, you might have seen it. It's been a few years now, but fascinating. So the way they do the story is amazing because it was around the time of Me Too, it was like 2018 or so. And I mean, I just think it's brilliant the way they tell the story, because it's like, well, she got ahead by some pretty, questionable means, and yeah, she was like a con artist, right? But she also was brilliant in how she did everything. So, if she was a man, would she have, would it have gone differently? Was she a brilliant businesswoman, actually? Because her methods were succeeding and she was reaching her dreams, and I had just never considered that, that she, was, and it's been a long time since I read the article, it's probably in there, but it's a great story about a journalist too, because you really follow the woman who wrote the article at New York Magazine. They call it Manhattan Magazine in the show, but I just can't recommend it enough. It is so good. Fascinating. I loved it. Oh, cool. Yeah, it was a great radio docudrama. I didn't know about that. Fake heiress. She's a Russian national and a total fantasist. Yes, that's a great way to put it. My Friend Anna. Oh, cool. That's a book. Okay, The True Story of a Fake Heiress by Rachel Deloche Williams. Oh yeah, Rachel. She's a character in the story for sure, and her story is fascinating too. Oh, you just gotta see it. If we weren't all together sewing together, I would say, if you have Netflix, go watch it right now. Okay, so I have learned something about glue basting. I have learned that I put it too close to my edge, because when I tamped it down, it spread, right? It spread, and it spread a little too far to the edge. So I'm going to take it up very carefully, since I didn't use that much. See, it's coming fine. But yeah, I put it a little too close, so I'm doing that. Yeah, it's fine. It's coming up because it's Elmer's glue, because you all know what you're talking about. Okay, cool. And now, since I've got a fair amount of it stitched down, it'll stay in place. Mom, I put on lipstick because you tell me it brightens up my whole face, right? The Dropout. About Elizabeth Holmes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's a very interesting person, too. Yeah, I mean, same kind of thing. It's like she was defrauding people. Yeah, no, not the same kind of thing. I mean, yeah, she's a real piece of work, that Elizabeth Holmes. I don't know. It's really interesting, that Anna Delvey thing. We don't have a TV up on WeWe. Very much by choice. You have to read if you want entertainment. Oh, Mom. Okay, you listen to the podcast. That's cool. My thread is a little long, but that will change. Yeah, this is way better. Mom, I'm making a quilt. I'm gonna get to a Ukrainian person. Mm-hmm. John Kerry, book Bad Blood is outstanding. Oh, these are great suggestions. Yeah, the music livened up. And you know, another really great podcast was the Dirty John, which has been a few years now, right? But I mean, I'm sure people have listened to that. I mean, wow. That was incredible. I actually listened to that twice because we listened to it on a Quilt Folk trip, and then someone else hadn't heard it, and I listened to it with him. That was a terrifying story, my God. Yeah, this is getting where I need it to be. So. Yeah, the glue was too close down there at the bottom. But now it's fine. Oh yeah, Mom, can you tell them about the giveaway? The next giveaway? I don't think I haven't mentioned it. Can you tell them what the next giveaway is? It's a really good one. Do you free cut your letters or do you use stencils? I'm glad you asked, Myra. I printed out the Ukrainian letters on paper and then cut around it because, you know, I usually free cut them because, you know, I don't care. But I mean, I needed help with this character, you know? So I did it like that. And I've got all my letters. And I did want them to be a little bit more uniform this time. I don't know. I want someone to be really happy to to have it. And, you know, a little bit of uniformity seemed like the right way to go. So. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Everything's going to plan. And I'll have, and the letters are going to spell the Ukrainian motto in Ukrainian, which is glory to Ukraine, glory to the heroes, which there's a lot of them right now over there. I'll have the Ukrainian flag, colors of the flag, the blue and yellow, but not just that. I'm going with like a scrap quilt vibe. I want it to be like really quilty. You know what I mean? Like really like this is my quilt that I have that I love, you know? Less patriotic and more comfort, you know? Not that patriotic quilt can't be comfortable, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay, so my mom says, in case you're not looking at the chat really closely, because if you're sewing, please, you know, don't sew your finger, okay? So Mom says, I thought you announced it at Quilt prior to QuiltCon. I purchased, sorry, oh, excuse me. Yes, so Mom's talking about me. So Mary, you purchased neat items at the Iowa Quilt Museum gift shop for the giveaway. I brought them with me to WeWe so I can follow through and ship them from here. Well, I don't know when the giveaway will be. So you're there for a month, right, Mom? I mean, I need to figure out what the next giveaway, because I liked that we celebrated 100 episodes of Quilt Nerd with the giveaway. So maybe like another milestone, you know? Maybe, maybe like 200 subs, because there's like 150 subs now, which is so cool. So maybe if we, that would be cool. That's like a goal. I think goals are important, you know. So I think that'll be it. That would be great. That looks good. I'm not totally happy with my stitch yet, though. It's just a little bit, I want it to be more up and down, not to the side, or quite as visible. That's probably what I need to do, is go deeper. Yep, that's what it is. Cool. Okay, let me see. You are welcome, Myra. Okay, Liz D has to go drive young people around. It was lovely being with you too. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Oh yeah, wait till you see the items from the Iowa Quilt Museum are awesome. Really good. Like, really good. Their gift shop is amazing. It's amazing. I'm finger pressing my edge rather than like anything else, but I just don't want to, like, I don't want to use my nail too much because I don't want to distort this curve, this yeah, this edge. It's kind of delicate, you know. Oh yeah, okay, I got it. I got it, y'all. I had to go further in under the C, under the letter, to hide my stitch a little bit. It was too shallow. That was so shallow before. How's the weather at Wee Wee, Mom? Oh yeah, oh great. And Nun's done with the sewing now. She's gonna take out her papers, her paper piecing papers. Sometimes when I'm paper piecing, I have to like take a break from sewing and take papers off, you know, just because I get antsy and I wanna. But if you have the restraint to do all your sewing and then take off your papers, I am very impressed. If you've just joined us, this is not a demo. We're just hanging out. Ow. Okay. So my stitches are looking good. Down here, you see they were like, I don't know if you can see it or not. You see it, they were kind of showing and they were off to the side a little bit. I don't know what was going on, but now up here, they're hidden. Yeah, totally. Oh yeah, this looks much better. And the glue was too close to the edge, so now it looks great. We got the Wurlitzer going now. Anything could happen. Yeah, it is. It's looking good. It's looking good. It takes about that much time, right, to get around a letter before you find the groove. Now I'm in the biz. Oh, I need a haircut so bad. That's what's happening this week. You know, I've had 2 haircuts. Let's see. No. 3? Yeah, 3 haircuts since the beginning of the pandemic. I had 1 last summer. I had 2 in London. I got my perm, but that doesn't, no, I'm talking about a cut. 3 in 3 years. And you know what? I didn't realize until I was talking to my cab driver yesterday, 3 years ago, right now, in March, was the start of the pandemic. 3 years. I was still thinking it was like 2 years, but yesterday I realized 3 years this month. That, you know, it really kind of started in earnest, right? You know, for most people, not everyone, but thanks, Shelley. Thanks, Pam. Hey, Marianne, yeah, Small Town Roots. Thank you so much for subscribing for it's your 2 months now at Tier 1. I appreciate you. So, Marianne, how many more to go? Yes, I'm gonna copy the letters that I'm doing. It's a fair amount, but when I'm not doing this, I'll be able to go faster. And I really do want to get this thing, you know, out the door. And so there's a translation: glory to Ukraine, glory to the heroes. How many letters is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 without the exclamation points. I don't know about the exclamation points yet. I don't know if I'm going to do them or not. No, 2 years. Wait, lockdown started in March of 2020. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Because I was like, that's been amazing. That's amazing. It's been that long. But with the COVID-19, but that was because it was identified in 2019. Okay, cool. So my cab driver was extremely wrong. He was very, very wrong. Right after the last live QuiltCon, exactly. Myra, you cut your hair? You cut your hair with some silly scissors that came in a Costco wall kit my husband bought. Don't ask. Was it tragic? Was it a bad idea? It sounds like maybe it was a bad idea. Why? Your husband bought scissors and you use them. You should have used, you know what? I think we would all allow fabric scissors to be used for one other application. Haircutting. I mean, it's not going to dull the scissors too badly. You might want that precision, you know? It's very brave. Eric cut his hair. He also dyed it purple for a while. Honey, if you're watching. He dyed it purple, and I came home, and it was purple, and I was like, I respect your choices. I mean, I really did say something like that. It was like, I love you, and I love your creativity. But I was like, oh my God. But it was true. I did love his creativity. Okay, Mom, are you still there? Of course, so there are going to be other people who can answer this. But here's what I need to know. So I'm at the corner, okay? Oops, sorry. I'm right here. Sorry. The camera needs a second. I think okay, here. So I'm at the corner. I'm about to turn the corner. And I mean, I know how to do hard edges. Let me see it, but I feel like I haven't snipped it there. Let me just see if I know. So if I run into trouble, I'll ask again, but I really want the corners to be crisp, and I have done letters where the corners were not crisp. So, sorry, do I snip it? Mom, what did you say? I mean, what is, what do I do? Beasley Richard, I grew a mustache for Movember. I had to keep it until a few weeks ago, though, because my siblings would only donate if I promised they get to see it in person before I shave it off. I wish if we were in the Discord right now, you could post a picture of it. That'd be pretty. I mean, do you like it? What do you think? A sort of miter. Yeah, exactly. Should I snip it in at the diagonal at the corner? Let me just see what's gonna happen here if I do this. You hated your mustache. You're glad it's gone. Well, Eric, yeah, when he shaved his beard once, he did, do the stages of it, with different styles. I like a mustache. I do. Oh, that's really good, Prairie Susie. Practice how to snip it on the paper. You're so smart. Hang on. My phone's ringing. Hang on. Who could it be? Oh, it's my mom. Oh my God, my mom is calling. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Are you calling with, this is great. I love it. Are you calling with advice?
Well, yeah, so are you answering like live your computer?
Yeah, you're on live. Yeah, I'm on the phone with you right now. There's a delay. Okay. There's a delay. Yeah, meta much. It's so true. So no, you're live. Okay, one thing that will help, mute your computer. That will help us.
I did.
You did?
I did.
Okay. Okay, well there's no delay on the phone. Is there? Mom, just you talk to me, and it's so weird. Exactly. Okay, just you talk to me. So tell me what's going, tell me how I do this corner. Oh, you need to be sitting here with me. Okay, well, are you looking at the camera? Are you looking at the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is it an inside sharp corner?
It's an inside sharp corner. Exactly.
Yeah, those you can kind of clip straight like a straight diagonal straight into the corner.
Yeah, okay.
And you clip just with an empty thread. So are you needle turning?
It's tricky. Okay, good. Mom says it is tricky. So that's good. So she's saying take a tiny snip, at the diagonal.
That looks like an outside corner. That looks like an outside corner to me.
Wait a minute. It's this corner right here.
It's the top of that C.
Yeah, the top of the C.
That C.
Hold on. Yeah.
Just fold it one way, and so you the way you've got it folded,
Yeah.
come to the scant quarter inch, and then
Yeah.
like maybe make a securing stitch.
Okay.
And then fold the next side. You don't need to clip that at all.
Okay. Mom's saying I don't need to clip it at all. Because I just do like a regular corner where I do my scant quarter inch. I've got, what, by the way, I'm doing more than a scant quarter. Well, no, I think I'm all right.
So you're gonna, the way you've got it folded, you just, leave enough to fold under on the next side.
Yeah, leave enough to fold under. Right.
Make sure it backstitch, so that it doesn't slip out.
Right. Okay. So can you repeat that? And then I'm going to repeat it to the chat. To the people.
Okay, so as best as I can tell, this is just a straight corner. It's not an inside corner. I call this an outside corner.
So Mom is saying, okay, and I got to translate it. To relay it. So Mom's saying, as far as she can see, this is just a straight corner. It's not an inside corner. Yeah, exactly. Like the inside of an A, a capital A.
Like you're turning the corner on a street.
Yeah, like we're turning the corner on a street.
It looks like you're making a left turn.
I am. I'm making a left turn.
Okay.
Great.
So just stitch right up to the very edge of the corner of that building.
Stitch right up to the very edge of the corner of that building. That's great.
The one that's on the corner.
The one that's on the corner. Right. Exactly. Right up to the edge, right?
Well, no, you want to leave a flap to turn.
Yeah, I want to leave the flap to turn. Exactly. Okay.
But making that stitch in the corner.
Oh, right.
Stitch shy the corner at the corner, and then like make a
Okay, and make a securing stitch so that when I turn the corner, my turned under doesn't come loose. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I had done that. Make a loop and sew through it. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, thanks, Mom. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, I love you so much. Okay, bye. You know, my lifeline is Mary Ann. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm gonna make a little. So Mom says sometimes she'll just make a loop and stitch through it. Interesting. Interesting. Hang on. I'm really focusing on this, you guys, so hang on. Really gotta focus. Hair is a disaster. Okay. Okay, I know what she means about that securing stitch. I think I did it wrong, but that's fine. Okay, I'll show you in just 1 second how this went. Went pretty well. Whoa. Hang on. Hang on. Just want to make this even here. Now I can kind of finger press with my nail a little bit because it's straight. This is a straight bit. Finger pressing on the curve, because it's like bias basically. Did not seem wise. Okay, let me just take one more. Okay, cool. Yeah, all right. Let's see. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Right? It's that one right there. Yep. It worked. It worked. Mom, it worked. Cool. But that securing stitch, I could do better at that, for sure. You know what? Oh, no, Mom took the dog out. Mom took the dog out. But I want to tell Mom that when I was thinking about what to sew, what letters, what message I'd put on the quilt, I thought about how she and my dad were part of this activist group in the 80s, Beyond War. Some of you might have been. We might have even talked about it. Yeah, I think we did talk about it, because this was a long time ago when we talked about the Boise Peace Quilt Project, which, by the way, was all about nuclear disarmament in the 1980s. And there's still a group today, and they gave the quilts to Pete Seeger and Cesar Chavez, and some of you OG quilt nerds will remember that show. So, I was thinking about the Boise Peace Quilt Project the other day, and then Beyond War, because that was about nuclear disarmament too in the 1980s. And I looked up Beyond War on the internet, it doesn't exist now, and there's another organization that it's similarly named, but it's not Beyond War. It was different. It's different than Beyond War. Anyway, so I was like, well, if Beyond War is still going on, maybe I can make some sort of, nuclear disarmament quilt, or have that be kind of the thing. But then I thought, no, I want this to go to a Ukrainian person very specifically, and so yeah, I think it looks good, Ivy. Yeah, I think it looks good. I mean, I love the fabric too. It's like my favorite color, is this red color. It's working. Okay. And by the way, so it's just after 2. I need to call a friend before 3 o'clock. I don't want to stop doing this, but probably what I should do, because I really have to unpack and clean and everything. I don't want to go. I really don't want to go. But the setup for this in London was kind of tough because it was hard. It was hard to find a place to sit that made sense. But this is working for me. So, I mean, I want to make this quilt. Although it's funny, when I'm doing this with you, it isn't as productive as when I'm just sewing by myself. But I really like this. I want to do it again sooner than we did it before. I mean, you know what I mean? It's been a while, and I don't want it to be that long before we do this again. What's going on here? That's great. That's a lot of freezer paper. I don't totally get the securing stitch. I don't totally. See if that. Sorry, y'all. I'm really focused on this. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying sorry. This is what we're doing. We're sewing together. That's it. But I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. Well, I made it happen, but I feel like I made it too hard on myself. We're back to the kind of muzak joint. It's good. Oh, no, you don't. Nope. Nope. Not today, Satan. Come on now. No, you're not doing that on me. Not on the corner. Okay. I know, Dee Dee, isn't it great? It's so great. I know. I don't want to hang up, you know. Okay, well that corner was not as good. It looks good, but yeah, I've got a lot to learn about that security stitch. this is exciting. Now I'm on the outside of the sea. You know, I think this is fine. Okay, so it's fine. But, so I feel like that one. Okay, come on, little camera. You can do this. So, the one down there was great. This one, you can tell it's just a little less great. But I think it's pressing will just totally fix that, you know. Thanks, Mom. Thanks. How's Scrabble doing? You know, I did too, Robin's Nest. When I went, the first time I went to Costco in a mask. In fact, the first time I went to Costco was, it was one of the first places I think I went with a mask on ever. And I cried. It was so weird. It felt so weird and bad. And I felt so afraid. And it was like, I hate this thing. And I started to cry because it was just so scary and terrible. And the lines were so long and it was just awful. And I said something to Eric that we ended up putting on the fridge. I said, I can't even wipe my tears because I'm not supposed to touch my face. You know, so pathetic. And I think I got a headache too. Mom, I don't get the security stitch thing. Maybe we can FaceTime at some point and you can show me. I don't know, I just don't get... Oh, from underneath. Maybe I'll practice on something else. Yeah, exactly, Bridge. But I don't know. I mean, it's exactly what it's there to do, and I really want it to be there to do that because it totally moved on me this last time, the corner, but I don't know where to put that stitch. Anyway, I don't know why it's confusing me, but my brain doesn't want to see, doesn't see how that should be. Come on. Yee. Oh my God, Raffle, I know. I know. I mean, Eric's still pretty good about wearing his mask. I mean, but that's the thing. So yeah, we just talked about this the other day. Eric and I talked about it. Because, I mean, the pandemic is not over. There are people who are still vulnerable, you know, and everything. But like, it's been interesting to see my mask behavior. I mean, it's just been like, I've never been in a pandemic before, so it's like, how do I deal with all this stuff? And it's just been interesting that like, the more people I see without masks on, the more I have found myself not putting it on to go in and get a coffee, you know? It's like I'm going in to get a flat white or whatever, and there was a day where I just didn't put my mask on because no one was wearing one. And it was just like that way when we started to wear masks. Like people had them on, so we started wearing. It's just such a social thing, isn't it? But it feels really weird. It is really weird. Beasley Richard says, the mask rules at work were relaxed this week. There are a load of people hired in the last 2 years who have only just seen my face. Oh my God, yeah. Wow. Myra says, I'm not unmasking. COVID is not done with us, even though those cities want to pretend it is. And Myra, you're healthcare. You're you're in the medical field, so that's, and Days Haas, you're with Myra. I know, God. And the thing is, it's like the more people who aren't masked, you could argue, the more important it is to wear one, right? I don't know, God. Dee Marie is with you too, Myra. Jade answer, Vermont is dropping indoor mask mandates, but it feels weird. Yeah, I have immune compromised clients, so I'm still wearing them. 1,000%. It makes sense. Dana. Hey, Dana. I'm a teacher in Australia, and mask wearing has just been relaxed. It's so nice to see the faces of my students. That's the thing. It's like, breathing easier. But it does feel so strange. Yep, and you're very considerate to think of the immune compromised people. And I see that side of it totally, but then I also see the side of it where if it is, double vaxxed and boosted and staying out of high risk situations too, I think does have some, I think that plays a part. Like at the airport, obviously, you have to wear a mask at the airport. And obviously in like hospitals and things, but like I'm not going to we had to wear them at QuiltCon, and I would have worn one at QuiltCon even if we didn't have to. Like I'm not going to concerts and stuff yet, or bars. And at a restaurant, you gotta take your mask off. I don't know, y'all, it's so crazy. Molly, they're dropping the masks at the university. Yeah, and into your coworker's office, you're not wearing one, but around the general student population, mask on. It's so interesting. You were masked at the Bad Bunny concert, totally. I screamed and sang masked. It's great. Raffle Waffle, my first grader's only experience at school has been with masks. We're optional now, and she's been a little cautious about going without. Oh my God. These little kids still wear it most of the time. Yeah, it's really interesting. Everybody's takes on this. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Dee Dee. It's like I'm relaxing my mask wearing too, but we'll totally put it on. It's like great. Mask on, no problem. It's not like I'm like, oh, I'm done with these. I'm glad we're not in year 3 of the pandemic. I'm glad I was wrong about that earlier. You know what I could do next time? Is like put the camera, I don't want to screw this up, but like, oh, you can see my puppy quilt. Put the camera like this closer. I could do it now, just for a little while. But I haven't secured it. Hang on, maybe I can. Sorry. Oh, you see my setup. Okay, hang on. Let me do something here. Ha! That's interesting. We have this couch, with the divots in it. A Chesterfield couch, you know what I'm saying? And so the little camera legs, the tripod fit in there just great. Okay, are you gonna focus, little guy? Pretty good. Mary, can I say I love the yellow? I love a bold color. You know, I love a throw pillow with neon yellow on it. Totally. Oh, and maybe you're talking about the walls. Yeah, the walls, this paint color I love. It's one of the reasons I loved this apartment. The man who lived here before, who passed away, Jack, he lived here with his mother for many years. He was a set designer in Chicago for theater. And I mean, he just had impeccable taste, obviously, you know, with interiors. And I mean, he knew what he was doing, let's put it that way. And I mean, he just made the coolest choices in this space. And this chartreuse paint color was one of them. Okay, I'm not interested in you tangling on me. Hang on now. Not doing any of that. Not today. First flight. Myra's taking her first flight. Disneyland. It's gonna be awesome. Yep. Yeah. Have fun. I definitely feel you. It's yeah. The puppy. That puppy quilt. Yeah, okay, cool, miscellany. Yeah, I should have had it here before. I don't know. Every time we do the Sunday Sewcial, I learn a little bit. Okay, so since I need to have this closer, how about I turn the camera closer? Cool. It's not gonna be maybe super focused, but pretty steep curve. Of course, when the camera gets closer, that's when I have a little trouble. So I'm just using my needle, you know, to turn the edge under, and then stitching it down. And I took little snips. Who's saying? Miscellany. Took little snips of when you're going around a curve, so you can. It's like a little ruffle. Let me see. Hang on. Okay, little guy, come on. Sometimes if you like give it something to focus on. Hold on. Yeah. So these are little notches I've cut. I don't know if you can see them, but little notches. So you can go around a curve. Otherwise, you won't have a curve at all. You'll just have a very boxy straight line that doesn't look very good. So you take small sections at a time, you know? Yeah, you can see the snips? Okay, good. Jay Danster's got to go. You know what, y'all? It's 2:30. I don't want to go. I mean, straight up. But I gotta go. I gotta clean this place. I gotta unpack, and I gotta call my friend. Yeah, this is really good. Might sound kind of cheesy, but you're my friends, you know? It's a parasocial relationship, I understand, but it's great. I know you, you know? So I had a lovely time too, Prairie Susie. Thank you for subscribing, if you're a subscriber, and if you're not, I hope you'll consider it. It's encouraging, and no ads, and you get an invite to the Discord, which is great, which is really fun. So, yeah, relaxing, and thanks, Molly. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Man, okay. Well, all things must come to an end, I guess. Oh, there's my feet. We don't have to do that. 2 cameras. Okay. So let me do... Yeah. Okay. Thanks for coming, everybody, to the Sunday Social. And I'm going to make sure that the schedule is correct. I believe everything with my computer and Twitch are in Central Time now. So I will update that. But when I was home before for the holidays and up until QuiltCon, it's going to be that schedule. So it's 7 p.m. on, yeah, Mother Nature, same. 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, Central Time. 11 a.m. Central Time on Thursday, the midday show, and Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Central. It was when I was doing it in London that it was 10 p.m. for me, but 8 p.m. Central. It's just an hour later on Saturday nights, because, you know, Saturday. And then every other Friday is Quilter's Newsletter Friday. Maybe it's like Quilter's Newsletter Friday or Sunday Social. I don't know. I don't want to promise that, because then it's frustrating if it's not the way, but that makes sense, you know? Yeah. So, okay. Have a great day. Stay safe. And yeah, don't doom scroll too long. I mean, it doesn't mean you're not thinking about what's going on in the world, but you got to take care of yourself too, you know? So, okay, much love to everybody. I will see you, I'll see you on Tuesday evening. The music's going to change a lot, but I want to do the outro so the stream doesn't cut off. You know what I'm saying? Okay, bye everybody.